Oh, hey, there we go. All right. Hello, everybody. Happy isolation days. I kind of was thinking to myself that this, for most of you, is out of your comfort zone. And that for me, this is actually in my comfort zone. So I should probably join everybody else in doing something that's out of our comfort zone. Hence, I'm on live video. So, hello. I'm thinking about a couple things. Our state of our world as we know it right now. It took me forever being able to even start a live video because I think the whole city is on the internet right now, and it just would not let me start a live video to save my life. It took forever. I actually ended up having to go and restart the router and all that kind of nonsense to get it to work. 'Cause we're all home, and we're all, readjusting to this new sense of life. To me, it's kind of normal. I actually prefer, I self-isolate by nature. So this is no big deal for me. So, stepping out of my comfort zone, I figure I'll get onto the live and hang out with y'all here. Good afternoon, David. You're one of my newest friends. Hello. So where I'm at here, it's a lovely 49 degree day, kind of on the chilly side, but lovely nonetheless. We're gonna pick up where we left off yesterday and go ahead and start working on those tomato plants again. We've got about 12 different groups of potatoes into the ground yesterday, which is great because we'll have 12 different bushels of potatoes, which is nice. And I was thinking about the importance of, the importance of being dynamic and multifaceted. Now, as you can see, this is what I was raised with. It's a little bit on the rough side right now because it's been in hibernation all winter. But if you can use your imagination with me here in the future, this will be just lush and beautiful green. Oh, green everywhere, and just fruit and abundance, ripe and falling off the vine. I've never known a life without abundance, even be it a simple kind of country life. It has always been an abundant life. And right now everybody's kind of unsure and stuck at home and wondering what the heck they're gonna do and if their businesses are gonna thrive or survive. And it makes me give thanks and gratitude to the dynamics of my childhood and how I was raised, because I didn't start off in software. Software is by design, by choice for me. That is my occupation. I love it. I found it. I chose it. It is just what fuels my fire. But by nature, I am nature. Like, I am used to having my hands in the dirt and used to growing things and used to planting and tending to the earth. And I kind of feel like the earth has sent us to our rooms. Our own little personal space of the earth to think about life and what we've done. And, here we are really like that. It's the whole thought of it, 2020. We're in the year 2020, which in and of itself is hindsight or clear vision. So we're either looking back on the past or we are looking clearly to the now and to the future, which I think is key. So, like I was saying, thinking on the importance of dynamics and being multifaceted. Sure, I'm software and all that great stuff. But when it comes down to it, who can eat software? I mean, I love you guys, but you can't eat it. You can't really survive on it, and who knows what's going to go on with our world and our system and everything. So here is my dynamic side, my multifaceted side. So today we are going through, I'm going to do some lessons with you guys on, hi Stacy, mwah, I love you. Check out these. This is early, girl. So we are going to pluck off these little bottom parts down here. That's key, because we're going to plant them down into the soil above this part to ensure that they grow. Now check this part out right here. This is what's called a sucker. Technically, if you plucked this part off, wait till it gets a little bit bigger, but if you pluck this part off and put it into water, it could grow some new roots, and you would have a completely separate tomato plant, which is pretty neat. So, although I am very grateful for, my education and software and everything like that, I'm also very, very thankful for my upbringing and the fact that my father taught us from a very young age how to be self-sustaining and self-reliant and not to depend on a system, because eventually said system just might crumble. And what are we going to do when we depend on a hand that feeds and that hand decides to no longer feed? Right now everybody is panic buying stuff, which I get it. It's scary. I had the awareness that I'm a great-granddaughter of a shepherd, so technically I'm used to keeping, like in my blood, I'm used to keeping calm and protecting the flock. So I feel the same as my father, that it's an importance for me to be able to feed and provide for everybody, for others. So right now the world is kind of panicking, and so what small forward motion, action steps can we take to not only take care of ourselves and our family, but to take care of our community, take care of the people we love. I don't know if some of that panic buying and stuff you can use to distribute around into the community and to those who are a little bit more vulnerable. Take care of those in need. So here we are. This is our reality right now, and I'm doing my best not to fall in with the status quo, I guess you would say, of panicking, finding ways to remain calm, find faith and peace and stillness in my mind and my heart. And one of the ways that I'm able to do that is by doing things that I know will help others. The sooner I can get these tomatoes into the ground, the better. Like I said, it was 49 degrees today, so it's not really, we're in zone 5. It's not really weather, but thank goodness we got a greenhouse, and we're going to figure out how to get it heated right now, so we can get planted early and get some produce going for the community and those in need, just in case. Hopefully this all clears up and we don't really need to worry about it so much in the future. And if all else fails, it'll just be like life is normal, and we'll have produce anyhow for the whole community. But if push comes to shove, you know, it will be good to have something to be able to take care of those in need. So, the importance of being dynamic and multifaceted. You know, right now is a good time, especially since we are stuck inside. Thank goodness we've got the internet. We can learn some new skills. You know, sewing. Sarah's good now to start knitting, quilting. Something that's not really dependent, I would say, on modern conveniences or electricity and all that kind of stuff. I know, it's just a good time to learn new skills, new self-sufficient skills. Good time to plant seeds, good time to read some books, good time to maybe pick up a book about foraging edible and medicinal plants. Hi Stephen, good to see you. So that you know, per your region, push comes to shove, well, there's so many plants out growing right in the cracks of the cement and the sidewalk that are actually edible, that we can eat just in case. You know, if anything, right now would be a good time for everybody to give great love and gratitude to our truckers, because if our trucking industry stops, then life as we know it shuts down. You know, so God bless our truckers. Thank you so much. I've got a few truckers on my friends list, so my heartfelt gratitude and appreciation for you in keeping us going in these times, keeping our shelves full of food. And like this, you know, my beautiful green tomato plants, this nursery here started planting seeds in December. So in December, they're thinking about growing plants for other people. And just that mentality, really, when you think about it, that there are people who are thinking about other people. You know, that's their mission and their goal in life, is to provide for others. And you know, right now I've got so many business friends on my Facebook friends list, and our goal and our mission is to provide something for others. You know, what can we do if life isn't about what we can do for ourselves, and how many toilet paper rolls you got hoarded in your house? You know, if all else fails, you could use a damp washcloth, you guys, you know. That's funny as all heck. But, you know, just thinking, you know, what can we do right now for others? You know, what can you do for your family? What seeds can you plant? What new things can you learn? And I also think it is from the beginning of time, it's a war for your mind. And right now they really want you to panic, and they really want you to be afraid, and they really want you to be full of fear and anger and hatred. And that's, you know, we need to focus our minds on positivity and on love and on growth and on helping each other, not on scarcity. We live in this big, beautiful world, and it's got everything we could possibly need in it. So don't fall for the fear tactics. You know, stay home. Right now we're keeping everybody safe. I know it's hard for some. It's really not that bad. Read some books. Really get into touch with the silence of your mind. Get some seeds. Plant some things in a pot in your kitchen windowsill if you can. Something calming about watching nature, growing things with your hands. That's really to have faith, is to have a garden, because that little bitty seed turns into a big beautiful plant that eventually will produce fruits and harvest the fruits of your labor. And so I thought I'd just bring you through with me on this journey, teach you some of my skills, some of the things I learned from my childhood. Hey, who knows, maybe I'll bust out my sewing machine and we'll start making some face masks from scratch. If you all want to learn how to sew some things, we can try that too. I don't know. But I figured this is a good place to start. Walk you through a growing process. Maybe just be a voice of calm and a voice of peace in these times. Because everybody's panicking, and it just breaks my heart that people are afraid, and it's causing other people to be afraid. It's not necessary. It's not necessary. We came from a long line. I don't know about you, but I come from a long line of my ancestors who lived without modern conveniences, who this was normal life, and we've grown so accustomed to these said modern conveniences that now it feels like life is ending without them. Now, thank goodness for YouTube or internet, because I wouldn't be able to be talking to everybody right now. But when it comes down to it, I kind of am thankful for this opportunity right now, because it gives me the chance to really utilize some of the skills that I was taught as a child, which, thank goodness. I always kind of thought had an odd having a prepper father, but now I realize that it's basically I was born and raised prepared for this. Hence why I don't feel any sense of panic, I guess, because this has been my whole life, is getting ready for a collapse of a system. So, like I said, y'all are wondering what the heck I'm doing with plants when my mode of occupation is software. But again, I can't eat software, and I can't technically feed software to a community. It's all great and good to showcase and manage your business systems and such, but multifaceted, dynamic, adaptable to change, able to do something other than, who knows, what if electricity just goes kaput and we no longer have our internet businesses either? I at least know I can sell tomatoes on the corner and feed people, little things like that. And I don't know, y'all are probably thinking like I'm wonky or something to that effect, but that's okay. I'm alright with that. I've kind of been that way my whole life. That's me being vulnerable and me being me here outwardly, outright on Facebook Live for everybody to see. Hello, this is me. Kind of awkward, kind of strange, but me nonetheless. I always see these posts that's going, hey ladies, hi Nick. These posts are going, hey, this is making ladies look at the men in their lives differently. Like, is he apocalyptic type material? Can he build a fire? Can he hunt? Can he these things? And I'm sitting here going, man, I need to make a meme that's the opposite of that. That's like, hey guys, right now you can't really go out to eat. Can she cook? Is she gonna be a dead weight around your ankle? Does she know how to garden? Does she know if you brought a rabbit home, can she skin it and cook it? Now, I'm a vegetarian, so please don't go bringing any rabbits home, because I won't be cooking it. But still, nonetheless, what can we do to really just prepare ourselves, because I personally think this is only a test. Be calm. This is only a test. And be observant. I like to observe what the heck is going on, what people are panic buying, how they're panicking, things like that. I like analytics, I like numbers, I like patterns, I like repetitions. It's part of my level of the spectrum. I really like stuff like that. So observe how people are going now, because then when ish really hits the fan, if and when ish really hits the fan, you're going to know how people respond and how they react. And this is a good time to go, okay, this is what people are doing. This is how people behave when they're panicked, and this is what I need to do to prepare for the future, to get myself ready for a time when there's such an inflation of money into the system right now that if our monetary system collapses, and money doesn't mean anything, there's Hopi prophecy. I don't know if you guys have heard this, but there's Hopi prophecy that says you'll one day go into the store with a wheelbarrow full of money, and the wheelbarrow won't be able to fit through the door. Oh, wheelbarrow full of money to buy some bread. The wheelbarrow won't fit through the door, so you'll go in, and by the time you go outside, your money will be dumped on the ground, and they will have taken your wheelbarrow. So just these little things. And here I'm just rambling, but I wanted to just, in our social isolation, include you in on my day. This is what we're doing. I can't really include you in while I'm tilling the ground, because it gets really awfully loud, but eventually it's all, for those of you who missed it yesterday, it's going to be 10 rows of 18 tomato plants a row, and then some. Got bell peppers, potatoes, other things like that are necessary. And I'm just getting the plants ready by trimming off, see those little bottom, itty bitty bottom ones? This is a big boy. Trimming off those so that we can dig them down into the ground. But just kind of the importance of returning back to nature. Like, I am so thankful, actually. Everybody's panicking, and I'm like, I've been praying for my whole life. Is that kind of sad that I've been praying for something like this? I'm sorry, y'all, if this is my fault. Because I pray really hard, and now it's happening. Here we are. And, here we are. Back to nature, back to really thinking about how the only thing we can truly depend on is ourself. We shouldn't really depend on a system or anything to take care of us, but depend upon the earth and ourself and our family. That's important. Really taking this opportunity to learn skills that will be beneficial in the future. It's that. I don't know how you guys feel about that. You should let me know how you feel about that. I wonder how you guys think about that, because see, I'll let you in on a little secret. For all those who are going to watch this, I have been plagued since I was a very small child with apocalyptic nightmares. So much to where it made it difficult to sleep at night because I'd be afraid of my dreams. I have seen us marched down dirt roads at gunpoint. There's thousands of people deep and long. I have seen us in concentration camps. I have seen us Well, I've seen a lot of scary situations in my dreams. I won't really go into it because, again, I'm trying to stay on the positive side of things. And, you know, it just makes me wonder if this is that time. Like if my dreams are becoming reality, you know, which kind of scares me because I've seen some pretty scary stuff, and maybe that's why I am the way I am, and I've learned the skills that I've needed to learn because I kind of have been anticipating all my life some kind of end in my lifetime, you know. Who knows? Let me know what you think on that. I would really like to know what how other people are handling this. How are other people dealing with this? Aside from just myself and my own viewpoints, you know? Like, how are other people handling the isolation, the not being able to go out, you know? How are you handling not going to work? How is that for others? I'd really like to know. I'm curious. You know, how are you feeling? How are you afraid? Are you alone? Are you feel just fine? You know, what are you doing during these times? Are you continuing life as normal? Or are you having to really change things up completely different? I've been homeschooling my children since mid-October. Kind of have an internal guidance system, and I took them out of school early, even before all of this stuff happened. Hi, Sterling. You know, I don't know how I knew. I don't know why I knew, but I took my kids out early. Moved back home closer to family because, you know, something's wonky's going on, and now thankful to no longer be in a city where there's tons of people panicking. Now, granted, there's still people panicking here in this small town as well, but not nearly as bad as being in a city of 1 million, you know? These are my ramblings. These are my talking to the plants, I guess, because they like CO2. Hello, plants. You and I and my father and my family are going to feed the community and get things going, teach some skills, get things ready. But I'm curious. I wish it's nice to see community growing out of this. Some people are using these opportunities. It's funny, when we're told we can't do something, we want it even more. So now we're not supposed to socialize or be with other people. And here I am naturally an isolado, and here I am on video going, hey, normally I'm alone, but let me reach out and talk to other people as they're being forced to be alone, because many of you aren't really used to being alone, and being alone is actually my preference. I prefer the pleasure of my own company. So maybe while you're alone, you can be alone with me. And, you know, we'll talk about stuff. Let me know. I really am curious. You guys should let me know how you are handling this, because it ain't no thing to me. Well, much love to everybody. Stay safe, stay happy, stay well, keep positive thoughts, learn new skills, take time to read some books, and I think when we all come out on the other side of this, life will really be different. Don't expect life to go back to how it was. At least I pray it doesn't go back to how it was, because how it was is what got us into this mess in the first place. We need to but we need to find a new normal, a better normal. a better way of being, more respectful to each other, more respectful to the earth, more respectful to nature, to animals, you know, and I don't know, maybe more supportive of each other, you know, more supportive, because we are really linked. And I think it's only in being told that we can't interact with each other that we really realize how important it is to have each other, you know, to look out for each other. So I don't believe there are any accidents. I think this is happening for a reason. It's teaching us a lesson. What kind of lesson are you learning out of this? Your lessons are a bit different than my lessons. My lessons are different than your lessons. I'm learning the value of human interaction, of being supportive to others, of skills and what I was raised with, how I was raised, and how, you know, it might not be fancy, but it's necessary for existence, you know. And also this is to, hi Tiffany, this is to help me, you guys are helping me get used to being on video camera, because I hate being on video camera. I hate selfies. I've been living under a rock all my life, and I need to get over that, and I need to get out onto and into the world and say, hello world, for 36 years I've been hiding under a rock, how you doing? So here I am, ready to socialize. Now that we've been quarantined and isolated, I'm ready to socialize. Oh, that's great. That's humorous. It takes me being told no, I can't, for me to want to come out and be like, well, wait a second, I really do love the people. I want to talk to the people. I'm just kind of shy and awkward, you know? So I figured now is as good a time as any to, you know, socialize from a distance, from the safety of the internet. Because I'm safe here and you're safe there. Hearts and kisses, you know. And if anything and you're bored, well, I don't know, I'm not really that entertaining, am I? I'm kind of boring, kind of awkward. But I got some good information. If anybody needs any tips and tricks on gardening and small space gardening and how to start those kind of things, I got a whole bunch of those. I'm happy everybody's safe. I'm happy everybody's well. I'm happy everybody's in their homes and they're protected. I think we should look out for one another. Look out for your elders, please. Don't hoard all the stuff to yourself. Make sure they got some. Stay inside. Thank your truckers. Things like that. I love you all. Thanks for hanging out with me while I hang out with the tomato plants. Talking to you, they like the carbon dioxide that I'm giving to them while I talk. And I still have got, I'm only through like a third of them. I've got like a whole bunch more to go. Hi, Robert. I got a whole bunch more to go, so, you know, my work's cut out for me. Get these in the ground, and if you're fortunate enough to live close to me, you'll be benefiting from some of these in a little while. If not, you know, here soon. Hey, Robert, I love you. Long time no see. You know, here are some of my next videos coming up. I'm still waiting for my supplies to get in, but we'll be doing microgreens, which would be something that y'all will be able to do too. My theory is if you're going to really stockpile something, I don't know about you, I'm stockpiling beans and microgreens, because then you got all the nutrients that your body could possibly need. And it doesn't matter what's on the shelves or not, because you would be able to survive. So, should I name these kind of things? Tips and survival tricks via Royal D. Let me teach you how to survive the apocalypse. Come and survive the apocalypse with me. You know, let's share tips and tricks and barter and work together, collaborate. What can you do that I can't do? What can I do that you can't do? How can we do these things together so that we can come together as a community and survive? Because I think this technically, hi Lacey, I think this is technically teaching us that we're really not alone. And they're making us be alone so that we can learn that we're really not alone. And everybody has a skill or an ability or a knowledge base that we are all lacking. And so if we really come together and, you know, again, collaborate. What are you good at that I'm not good at? What am I good at that you're not good at? And how can we grow and thrive from each other's knowledge? Because not one person can know and do everything. It's impossible. I know things that you don't know, and you know things that I don't know, and if we share that information, then everything will be all right. Everything is all right. All is well. All is well. So, according to my training, you're supposed to let these videos go longer than 15 minutes. Hi, Miranda. Which is a push for me. I'm really reaching, going, man, I am on this video thing rambling. I have these insecurities that automatically make my brain go, oh, they're judging me, you know, they think I'm crazy, but whatever, we're gonna work through that. You're gonna work through that with me. I'm just gonna get over the fact of any kind of insecurities of being on video camera, because there's no point in being insecure about this kind of stuff. I'm getting too old to be insecure. So, we're just gonna continue on, and if I'm able to, every day I'll go ahead and bring you along in I call it my evolution of self, you know, because I'm coming out from underneath my rock. No judging, thank you. See, I love your face, man. You are my heart. I know that's not the case, but that's what my brain says, and it's been like the 36 now. And it was the first 30 years of my life where I realized my brain is a narcissistic asshole that's been beating me up, you know, telling me all this stuff that's not true. But it took me a long time to realize that. It took me a long time to realize that I have been beating myself up for no reason. So, here I am, getting over that shit. Pardon my French, my improper poor English. But you know, the growth and the evolution of me, Royal D. So that's why I am here on the video talking to everybody, because it's time to climb out from under my rock and, you know, join the world together in our isolation. It's funny, really. I love you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. Plucking tomato plants. It's probably boring to y'all. Hello! My kids. I don't let them be on Facebook. I don't post pictures, so they won't be on Facebook Live with me. They're out there throwing axes at stumps. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry, son. You know, that's how we've been passing time. It's throwing axes. And making plans and preparations. We shut it? Thank you. Ooh, happy day. Happy, what is today anyhow? Wednesday? This isolation thing makes it to where I forget what day it is. You know, but that's alright. I don't know about you, but I'm getting like all sorts of naps, all sorts of sleep, eating well, reading books, you know, just I view right now as a good time for self-care. Super self-care. You gotta keep looking, it's in there somewhere.
In that pile over there?
Somewhere in here. One of these ones. We got lots of them in here. Yep, lots of them in here. Big, yep, they're indeterminate. You want indeterminate? Because that's the ones that continue to grow upright. Well, technically, you don't have to get indeterminate. Determinate would bush. So if you're in a small space location and all you got is like say patio gardening and such like that, you'd want a determinate variety because then it would bush out and go this way instead of that way. I think it's beautiful. It's alright. They'll be just fine once we get them into the ground. They travel the long distance. We kind of, I'm viewed as an essential service because we are food sustainability. So we had to travel several hours to a nursery to get these bad boys. Good job, buddy. You know, and it's another thing, especially if you got kids at home, plant a garden, my friends. That is one of the best things to do with the kid. Prop it back upright. Just plant a garden. Give them something to occupy their time, something to nurture, something to love, something to talk to, something to watch grow. You know, that is better boy.
Yeah.
That is fantastic for children. And I tell you what, you know, this garden has saved my life more times than I can mention. You know, when I was young and I lost my brother, I receded to the garden, and it's very healing and very therapeutic. When you feel like the world is going to end and you're afraid and you're alone, the garden is the best place to be. It just is. And you can grow a garden anywhere, even in your windowsill, in your kitchen, anywhere you could possibly grow anything. And here's another thing I would like to say. If you get your foodstuffs from a farmer's market, which I highly suggest, support your farmers right now, save your seeds. Save your seeds, save your seeds, save your seeds. Label your seeds because you already know that those seeds can grow in your region, in your location. I've got seeds like there's no tomorrow. I think we only got 2 Moscows.
Did you already put them in there?
No clue. I haven't been paying attention. I've been talking to my friends and my family on Facebook.
Smells good.
Does smell good. I wish you guys could smell this picture. Can you smell this? Like roses, bouquets have nothing on the smell of a tomato plant. And you also, the neat thing too is, you can't see it right now, but they have these little hairs on them that shine golden in the sunshine. Oh, beautiful. I love nature. And I love that nature is forcing all of us to return back to her and respect her. I love that. She's finally standing up for the voiceless and saying, hey, y'all, you depend more on me than I depend on you, so you better get your ish straight and take care of me. And I love that. Thank you, nature. You're my best friend. I can always depend and rely on nature. So, this has been fun. I still got a couple people, diehards, hanging in there with me. You're the best. Mwah. Super awesome, fantastic. You know, as I sit here and ramble on about my thoughts about what's going on right now. What is going on right now? I've been observing. I've been paying attention. I've been trying not to really get too panicked over it. I think a lot of it has to do with 5G and this kind of nonsense. So please, my friends, stay away from 5G. That's my scientific side of me going, you know, this is no bueno. But aside from that, I really think this is a good reset. It's getting us back to nature. It's getting us back to the earth. It's getting us back to reality, my son says. Back to life, back to reality. You know, so now's as good a time as any. I don't remember, buddy. You're gonna just have to look. It's can't tell you. You're just gonna be as surprised as me when you find it. Right? I got you, Robert. You know, it's nice being home. I like it. The only hard part is like, no, I mean, yeah, I still work. Yeah, be careful with the flowers. Yep, that means that one's got a flower. That means we're going to have tomatoes sooner than we had anticipated. But, y'all are great. Thanks for sticking with me. Thanks for, talking to my tomato plants with me. Thanks for hanging in there. Thanks for isolating. Thanks for staying strong. Thanks for being awesome. Thanks for thinking about others. Thanks for just being you. Really, just being you. I appreciate you for you. And I'm glad that we're all in this together. We're all in this together, alone but together, and that's neat, really is. And I can imagine that when this is all over, we're gonna have like the biggest party, man, the biggest celebration, and it's gonna put a whole new perspective onto life as we know it, because it's nothing like going without to really put value. Yeah, let's check it. My son wants to show you something. It's nothing like going without for some time. Isn't that neat?
Looks like these ones are beginning to bloom as well.
Yep, we're getting blossoms. But there's nothing like having life shaken up and changed and altered for us to really appreciate life and how things were and how things used to be, but have a better variation of how they used to be, and really appreciate your family when you get your family back, and your friends when you get your friends back. And I tell you what, that first evening out in a restaurant, it's going to be like the best bite of food that you ever had, and that first movie back in a theater is going to be the best, and everything once it returns everything's going to be the best. And that's awesome. An awesome thought. I don't know how long I've been rambling, and y'all are dropping like flies. Just joking. I love you anyhow. It's all well and good. I'm keeping...
Another flower.
Look, another flower. Look, my son says another flower. Isn't that neat? How great is that? I don't know about you, but that stuff makes me happy. Makes me happy as all can be. There's something about the simplicity of life, of nature, of having your hands in the dirt. It's great. Healing is therapeutic. It smells delicious. My son's sniffing them. I wish we had sniff-o-matic cameras on here so you could smell it. I don't even know. You'll have to invent it, dude. Willy Wonka did it. I don't know. I'm not that smart. My level of intelligence is in other areas. Okay. I love you guys. I've been rambling and I'm running out of things to ramble about. Thanks for helping me get used to video cameras. Thanks for helping me get over my awkwardness. I figure I would... Yeah, I know, right? I kind of figured Facebook Live is a good place to start, because eventually I'll start talking actual content and actual business stuff on like a YouTube channel, but I kind of got to get over my hesitancy to watch, to be on video camera, man. Shit's nerve-wracking. It's like, what do you say? What do you do? But it's time. I mean, I'm pushing my 40s, y'all. We got to get over this insecurity and get out onto video and just do it. So here you are. Thank you for being in isolation with us. Thank you for being together and alone. I love you. You're the best. Make sure to spread love. That digital kind of love where it's the good kind of contagious. And I'm going to just keep progressing onwards with my tomatoes. And I will post another video, because I'm gonna just get over it and start posting videos as often as possible, just to get used to it.
I want to get a GoPro. That's when you...
Yeah, GoPro says fancy pants. Something like that. That would be neat, because then, hey, I could till the ground with you guys hooked to my head. But no, I love you. Thanks for joining with me. It's been fun. Has it all been real fun? God bless you in your isolation. Keep the strength, keep the faith, you know. Learn to enjoy the pleasure of your own company. I like being with you, so you should like being with you too. Thank you for being with me. That's nice. I like being with me, so I like it when you like being with me too. And I'm running out of battery, so I gotta cut this. Anyways, I love you all. Thanks for sticking around. Join me again tomorrow. I'll be showing you here soon. I'm fixing, pardon me, son. I'm fixing as we speak. Watch the tomatoes, dude. The tractor, the tiller, this big old thing right here. See, I got a flat tire, so we got to get that fixed up. But eventually, once I get that weatherized, it's been sitting all winter, get that ready to go, then we can finish this part, really till it in. And then once I get that set up, then we'll have the rows separated. Then I'll start getting the plants into the ground. So I'll bring you along with me as I get them into the ground, show you that part, and then carry along the whole process of growing them from...
Roots on the surface.
Wow.
I gotta make sure this one stays safe.
Stay safe. Good job, buddy.
I don't want it to die.
So, thank you. It's been fun. It's been real. My battery's running out. Thanks for sticking with me, watching my crazy ramblings. Love y'all. Happy.
Roy rambles.
I do ramble.
Yeah, that should be what you call these videos, like title of
Royal Rambles. Royal Rambles. Royal Rambles. That's what I do. Anyhow, kisses. Be safe. Be well. Be happy. Have a good day. Bye, y'all.